And what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It is your boy Cheap Ludes, and I'm here with a special video for you today. And we're going to be talking about the Spotlight challenges in NBA 2K21 and how absolutely fucking ridiculous they are. So first and foremost, please like, comment, subscribe. But we're going to go over what squad we're using. So we're using Derrick Rose, Rip Hamilton, Larry Bird, Dennis Rodman, Kareem. Off the bench, we're going to run Kenny Smith, Allen Houston, Lamar Odom, and then Drew Gooden and Hot Rod Williams, just because I have to use 5 Cavs guys, and I'm going to change the last 3 end of the bench guys to just random 20 Cavs players. So Derrick Rose is in there because I can drive the lane and score with him pretty much at ease. Rip Hamilton is there just because I shoot really well with him and he has difficult shots and things like that, and I'll go over some of the rest of the players. So instead of Derrick Rose, another guy we could use is, like, if you have him, Jason Kidd. He does have, I want to say, gold dimer, which is important, and then like gold clamps, gold defensive leader, heart crusher, interceptor, things like that. All things considered, he's probably a better option because who we're going to be playing against today is the dude, I'm so flustered I can't even talk. I've lost like 2 games in a row to these guys. The 2018 Warriors team. Dennis Johnson is another option, though he is a liability on offense. He can drive the paint a little bit, but they have a 93 overall Diamond JaVale McGee, who is ridiculous. But if you don't want to spend the cash on those guys, Mo Cheeks and Walt Frazier, if you did complete last Spotlight, are good options as well. For shooting guard, I'm using Rip Hamilton because I can hit moving threes with him at a pretty decent clip. Same thing with Mitch Richmond, but Rip Hamilton plays a little bit better defense, which is why he's here. Doug Christie's way better defensively, but I can't score nearly as well as him. Ray Allen, same thing. I have Larry Bird in here, just mainly because I just got him for the first time and I feel like using him. Andre Iguodala is a decent option, and so is Kawhi Leonard. They're not going to shoot the ball incredibly well, but they will play defense. The GOAT Bailey Howell is actually a good option. He has really nice defensive badges, and if you can equip some shooting badges to him, he'll be incredible, like way better. He does have, I want to say, silver clamps, gold intimidator, giant slayer, hot zone hunter. Silver clamps. Green machine. I equipped some bronze shooting badges, and I think I upgraded his corner specialist too a little bit, so he's a little bit better. He doesn't have those off the rip, but he's about 19-20k, and he's actually a really good card. He does have T-Mac release if you're one of the people who times with the button instead. Other options, if you need offensive firepower, could be, I don't know, Tony Kukoc, but he doesn't really play great defense. At the power forward, I'm using Rodman just for defensive purposes only. He'll be matched up mainly with Draymond Green. He's going to be there to try to get rebounds. Granted, this team legitimately does not fucking miss. Other options, Alvin Adams would be decent. Ben Wallace, if you have him, works just as well as Rodman. Kristaps, if you want someone bigger, but Draymond's going to kind of run laps around him, which is a problem. For the center, I'm using Kareem just because I can score well with him and he's big. Bill Walton will work, but he is a little slow to combat JaVale. Starter Shaq works decent too. So we're going to talk about playbooks. Pistons playbook is very important just because if you get in a scoring rut, you can use, I think it's like 15 horns give, which I've done a whole video on, which I'll link at the end of the video. It's not like quick through STS. It doesn't work every single time, but it does work decent enough that if you run it a few times a quarter, you can get away with scoring easy points. Coach-wise, I have been using the pace and space Steve Clifford because he gives me 3-point boosts, but that hasn't really been working out stopping them, so maybe using a balanced coach like Jock Vaughn, who's pretty easy to get at this stage in the game, might be better. Plus he's a Sapphire, so he does a little bit more for coaching. So let's get into the game here. Golden State's already up 5-3. A common fucking trend at this point. So Derrick Rose showing off why he's in there, just because I can cut through the middle, drive the lane with Derrick. It works out quite well for everyone involved. Here's Steph Curry just being Steph Curry. Alright, he drove right past my CPU defense, which they did buff the CPU defense when it comes to you playing against the CPU, but your CPU players have remained the same, which is kind of fucking ridiculous. Alright, that's why Rip Hamilton's in here, so we can hit those, dance around screens, hit moving threes and things like that. Plus he's got nice length, so he's a little harder to play defense on. And he actually, to be honest with you, matches up extremely well to Klay Thompson. So as per usual, the CPU will completely abandon the corner and leave it wide open, which is something they actually don't do when you're playing against them. So if you're running on offense, you won't see that happen very often. But your CPU will completely abandon the corners, which means you can play defense on the corners, but you are always going to have one open, so you just have to time your switches as best as possible. And against a team like the Warriors that have a high-level Kevin Durant who can just do this at any point in time, it's kind of difficult. But we are still up 11-9, so we're going to run some quick 15 horns give. Obviously bring it up with RB or R1 or LB or L1, and then right as they're swinging around the side, hold Y or triangle so that they'll sprint towards the basket. And having someone like Derrick Rose makes it a lot easier because he's not only fast and he has a high driving dunk, so it's a little harder for them to stop. Though they will drop back and intercept the pass occasionally if you run it too many times. Steph Curry, give and go, pretty much. That's a really frustrating play just because I did play decent defense on that one. So we're going to drop some freelance sets. I'm going to run with probably, Hawks 18, which just gives me a little bit more room to, well, if I don't get stolen, and drive right into someone and get a bump steal. Draymond, there we go, 44% covered. That's about the only way to stop them is getting a high coverage, and that doesn't even work most of the time. There you go, Rip Hamilton with the crossover. Decent. So we're up 4 points, which seems like it's going well, but here's the thing, is that this 2018 Warriors team specifically, the reason I chose this one to record the video is because A, I've lost to them twice already. B, they are the only one of these teams that I've run into so far that does not bench anyone. They legitimately will not swap in any players. They will run the same starting five the entire game, and it doesn't really matter. Occasionally, I've seen Andre Iguodala hit the floor. I think I've seen Andre hit the floor like once in the last 2 games, so we'll see. But they will keep Steph, Clay, Durant in the entire time. There we go. Little horns give. Still get a 6-point lead. I'm not going to show the entire game in gameplay, though. I'm going to cut my recording out here in a little bit and go from there once the bench unit comes in. It's just me chucking threes with Kenny Smith, to be honest with you, and Allen Houston. And yeah, that was just poor defense on me. They did the backdoor cut. Unfortunately, the new update that 2K came out with, which was supposed to make like everything easier for everyone, just made stick shooting harder, made backdoor cuts. That was fucking terrible on my part. Just made backdoor cuts harder to execute. Basically just made the game harder, and I don't really know what the issue was on that. Because if it's a common thread I see, it's not that the game is fucking easy. It's not. Oh yeah, alley-oops are pretty overpowered, especially from like JaVale McGee. They couldn't even put like a regular JaVale in there. They just had to throw the 93 overall one. Right? Yep. Oh no. I usually hit that. It looks like a bad shot, but I promise you it really is a good shot, especially if you're shooting with Allen Houston, Mitch Richmond, or Rip Hamilton. It will drop more times than not. Alright, come on, Stephen Curry, light-skinned god. Like, get the fuck out of here. Throw the ball. As you can see, Larry Bird is leaving Kevin Durant wide open. He will splash this. Oh, he missed it. But Draymond got the board. 19-19. So, we're going to go into some of the defensive settings I have. Tight on-ball pressure, tight off-ball pressure. Look, you can come back if they're scoring a lot of 2s, but it's Golden State. And if they're scoring a lot of 3s, you cannot come back. So that's the best way. On-ball screens always go over. I mean, if they drive the lane and get a quick 2, it is what it is. That's you can come back from that. You can score 2s almost at will in this game, but 3s, on the other hand, is tough. Soft hedge. You could go with like a full hedge, but I prefer soft just to be safe. Stay attached always. And then none of these I don't really mess with. You can actually go in and individually go against players, but here's the thing is when you start to do that, it will tell your defense to basically focus exclusively on, say, Steph Curry. Offensive settings, obviously I put the horns give. You can change the tempo if you do need to score quickly, but it will hurt you on defense, especially if you don't have the right coach. Oh, I just realized that Steve Clifford's still in. God damn it, that sucks. Oh well. I thought my other guy was in, but freelance, I put 7 seconds in there occasionally just to mess around with it, but coaching sliders, best thing I can say here is to turn down your help defense, because at least on on Golden State, maybe keep it at like 15 or 20. Just because if you have too much help defense, they're just going to stroke you from 3. The only person on the floor that can't stroke 3s at a high clip is JaVale, and I have seen him hit a 3 or 2. So Larry Bird is getting locked down. Their whole fucking team basically has takeover somehow at this stage. There we go. And we are tied at 44. So, I mean, it's not really looking great, but it's not looking like terrible either at the same time. So, all right, Larry Bird sticking defense. Klay Thompson, 5% covered. There we go. The only way to stop them from scoring is to cover. Even, it cannot be less than 5%, I promise. I mean, even if you 100% smother them, they'll still cash it occasionally. So, and just to show you, like, they're shooting 73 fucking percent. Like, they are not missing shots. And it's like, I'm not the greatest defensive player in the world, but I'm also not terrible by any means. And I am pretty decent at rotations and things like that. So it's like, the fact that they're shooting 73 fucking percent is absurd. And they 6 minutes of possession, realistically. So, I mean, looking, if you played against the 2018 Warriors and you're looking for guidance here, you know the problems here. There we go. Rip Hamilton, that was bad. That was bad. Throw it out. Kenny Smith. Nice. All right. I have Kenny Smith in here just for scoring purposes. I will take him out for Derrick Rose here in a second. But he's just here because I need quick 3s and quick jump shots. Derrick Rose isn't really great. He has a decent mid-range, but... And, yep. Kevin Durant just drove right past me with the flying-ass dunk. That's cool. Not much I can do about that. And as you can see, we're in the third quarter. They have not taken their fucking starters out. And if you notice, they're not tired. They've been in the entire game, and then not one of them has Gatorade symbols. Alright, somehow that's only 2% coverage. I don't really understand that, but, like, whatever. Alright, Rip Hamilton. We got 16 with Rip, so at least we're holding it down with him. Let's hit that. Alright, 45% coverage. That was just decent defense by the CPU on that one. Alright, Steph. Throw over to Durant, my absolute fucking nemesis. And... yeah, the lack of clamps on Larry Bird is starting to show here. Ugh. I would put bronze clamps on him, but like legitimately bronze clamps on the marketplace is like so much fucking MT. I got 300k, I might as well splurge. Alright, Rodman, just going to drive in with him. And somehow that was 77% contested, which it was, but he also fell apart at the end, so I don't really understand. And Draymond Green with the pull-up 3 on the slightly late, which is... fucking ridiculous. Alright, hit that rip. There we go. So somehow, like, if you look, I only have 185 MT and I have, like, almost 50 points scored. That should show you how little they're missing. So we got 3 minutes left in the fourth. We're down 4. I'm going to do some horns give because I need to score some quick points real quick. There we go, Derrick. 20 points for Derrick Rose. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, this is not the easiest challenge in the world. I mean, honestly, it's really tough, and I'm using a very good squad, too. Even if you load it up with defensive guys, I don't know if it helps. Steph Curry. I mean, I know I'm not the best defensive player, but I just feel like that wasn't terrible, so I just don't know what more to do at this point. All right, Derrick misses. Rodman. Oh, I shouldn't have put that back up. Yeah, and that was bad. All right, Kevin Durant's over here. Conventional wisdom will state to play off ball, but then they'll just do stuff like that and just break your CPU defender. And somehow Kareem couldn't get up to get that lob. Down 6 with 2 minutes left. This is not good. All right. Need a quick score here. We're going to do horns give. Hopefully they haven't figured out how to stop it yet. I only run it a couple times per quarter now. There we go. Oh my god. Derrick, bro. You just missed a dunk, dude. Derrick Rose doesn't miss dunks. Alright, tough defense on Klay. Klay Thompson really is the only person who hasn't, like, destroyed me this game. It's been mostly Durant and Curry this time. Okay, I don't really understand how it was a foul on Kareem, but, whatever, dude. And they don't miss free throws either, so hacking them's never really a great idea. As you can see, like, I'm not playing terrible. I have made a few mistakes. You almost have to play completely perfect to win this game. I should not have shot that. That was bad. But yeah, you legitimately have to play perfect. I should have just quick horns gived at the end of the game here like a bunch of times, but to be honest with you, I need it in the clutch situations at the end. And if I use it too much now, they'll start stopping it towards the end. So getting too reliant on it isn't great because the CPU defense will stop it at a much higher clip than they would stop quick through STS last year. So it's important to have in your back pocket, but not to abuse throughout the game. If he makes this, okay. All right, so we're down 6. What are we gonna do? All right, Rip Hamilton has been my guy all game. So let's dance around a few screens here. Hit that, nice. All right, that's what I'm talking about. So we're down 3 with a minute 39, 38 left. All right, Steph. All right, relax. That was just terrible on my part. If he hits this, it's on me. Okay, he missed. Holy shit. Is he tired? Does he have the Gatorade symbol? I feel like he might have the Gatorade symbol. That's like the first time I've seen this entire game. All right, Hot Rod Williams is on the sidelines, just so gassed up about this. All right, Derek, what are we gonna do? Start driving the hole. They're coming over for help. Larry Bird left him wide open. There we go. Larry Bird hasn't seen a lot of shine because Kevin Durant has been playing extremely close defense on him all game, even though he hasn't shot a shot until that very moment. All right, there we go. Good defense. That was good. All right, so we're tied. Rip Hamilton. What are we going to do here? All right, he's trapping. Throw it over. I'm not shooting the Rodman 3. Not a fucking chance. Okay, Draymond's playing impressive defense. Give it to Derek, who's Gatoraded out. Don't matter. There we go. Kareem with the rebound. Nice. All right. Good move. We got a 2-point lead with 56 seconds left. I'm kind of, I don't know what to do here. As of right now, I'm kind of stressed out, so we'll see, man. We'll see. At the New Balance player of the game, that shit trips me out, dude. But definitely deserves to be Rip Hamilton. He's been killing it. All right, so once again, my defense switched for no fucking reason. So we got Kareem on Steph, who comes through, and oh man, all right, nice. And JaVale's fouled. This is the 93 Diamond JaVale, so I guarantee he makes both free throws. Yep, 73%. It doesn't matter. He cashed them. I don't think he's missed it. They haven't missed a free throw yet. They've only missed like 3 or 4 3-point shots the entire game. All right, Derrick Rose drive to the hole. Look, conventionally, you should waste clock down and try to get like the last shot. But realistically, the Golden State Warriors, like, it's very rare that they'll miss a shot, especially, yep, see, left him wide open in the corner. Doesn't matter. And, like, yeah, I could switch over to Larry Bird and defend that, but then they're just going to drive paint or do anything else. So, there we go. Hit Larry again. Wide open. I don't think that was very wide open, considering my green window closed to a fucking centimeter when trying to shoot that. So, wide open's kind of iffy. Alright, so we got a 2-point lead with 26 seconds left. I'm not really too stoked about this. There we go. Okay. No. Oh, man, immediately. Yep. At first, he was playing defense on him, so I didn't think it was a fucking issue, but yep, there we go. Left him wide open in the corner again. There we go, Derek. Okay. I probably should have wasted the clock out, to be honest with you, but I saw an opportunity, and I feel like that's going to come bite me in the ass right now. So you're watching the collapse of a man live on this YouTube video. But I mean, realistically, if you follow all this stuff, then you should at some point be able to squeak a victory out. I mean, all right, what are we doing? Tough D. Let's go. Oh no, he didn't step out, of course. Oh my. Alright, so anyways, thanks for watching the video. I was hoping to show you guys a win, but I show you a loss instead. Anyways, keep at it. Just follow all the tips I gave, and you should be able to squeak out a victory here pretty soon. Thanks for watching. I'll be back with new content every day.